Following on from last week's video, popped up right here, we're going to be looking at motivation and specifically the dark side of motivation and what it really truly means to work when you're not motivated and the negatives behind it. So motivation is obviously a positive thing, or looked at, perceived as a positive word, adjective. When you are motivated as a person, you are more likely to do more work, be more fulfilled, spread this motivation to others, this positivity, this good vibe that you have, and push yourself to be a better version of you, and hopefully push everyone around you to be better versions of themselves, right? So motivation, looking in, is something we should want, right? This is an attribute that we want to have. If you have high levels of motivation, that's usually going to be a good thing, right? However, with most things, you need a balance, and with motivation, there is a dark side to it. For example, I consider myself quite a highly motivational person. Just the work ethic that I carry through my life, and hopefully it does spread to others. This level of motivation I have comes at a cost, right? It comes at a cost of one, obviously your time. It takes a lot of time and effort, right? Time and effort to keep motivated, but also motivate others. It's not easy. It requires that extra push, that little bit of extra effort, especially when you're trying to motivate someone else. Motivating yourself is one thing, but motivating others takes even more effort, of course. And the more people you motivate, sometimes the harder it may be on you mentally, right? These aren't physical issues as such, or the dark side of motivation isn't looking at physical wear and tear. It's more mental, right? If you're putting in more effort, what's going to happen? You're going to be more tired mentally. Then it may affect you physically, right? You may just feel more lethargic after a day. You may have done an 8-hour day of whatever you're doing, but it may have felt like 16 hours mentally, because you're putting in twice the work, you're putting in twice the effort. You're trying to push yourself to the extreme, and as we talked about in the previous video, we're trying to avoid that extreme at all costs. Once you feel out your boundaries, and this is called a burnout, once you find those boundaries that you have, and you push them to bend them a little bit, but not too much, to the point where you can keep pushing and keep growing, but at the same time staying just behind the line of burnout. Not to mention, the long nights, the early mornings, long nights, as cliche as it may sound. You may have seen these quotes or these descriptions of someone motivated, on Instagram or some sort of social media. This is true. It requires a lot of effort. It just links in with the first point. It requires these long nights, whether you're working and trying to keep yourself up, motivate yourself up. Right, I am going to do this before I go to sleep. I am going to do that. And people seeing you do this from an outside perspective looking in motivates them, because in their mind, or at least from my perspective, if I see someone doing something and they can do it, why can I not do it? I ask myself, why can I not do that? And the answer is you can. It just requires effort. And so I think it's important to recognize there is a dark side of motivation. This whole effort bubble sprouts into different avenues, and being able to recognize that this will take effort, accept it. It's not going to be easy. Accept that. Okay, once you accept that and accept that it requires effort, all you have to do now is put that effort in. Put the effort in to be that motivational person that you need to be for yourself. And then once you have that down, then you can start spreading it to others. Because once you're fully motivated, 100% self-sustained, every now and then you may need someone, a little video, a little boost from someone else, just watching someone in general. Even in public, sometimes you may see people and it gives you that spark of energy, like, right, they just motivated me. I'm going to go to the gym and do 10 times as hard effort than I did yesterday. These moments in life do occur, and you ride the wave as usual, but ultimately deep down, on a consistent level, you need to try and create this motivation inside of you. And it's also, I've labeled it as an inner flame, right? If you keep that lit and keep that strong, you're motivated. You want to do more. You want to better yourself. You want to better their lives, your lives. But it does come at a cost of effort. These long nights and early mornings as well, I obviously like to mention, is you sacrifice a bit of sleep, right? And it's, some days you're going to get more sleep, some days you're going to get less. But once you find that balance of putting in the effort, putting in those extra hours that you want to, and motivating yourself and being proud of yourself from where you were yesterday to now, that's what really matters. So yes, there is a dark side of motivation, just like there's a lot of dark sides to many positive words that aren't talked about. Because a positive word is usually viewed as the light, where it's in the light, it's positive. What can be so bad about it? But it's like I said, it's the effort, it's the time, consistency, the long nights at early mornings. They all add up. And so once you recognize your boundaries, once you recognize your burnout level, your burnout, boundary, start pushing it, edging your feet that way, edging your feet that way. Test the waters. You don't know until you try, and keep that inner flame lit. No matter the effort, just remember you only get this day once. That will help with your motivation. Just change your mindset and view it as your life is very scarce, right? You don't get to live your life again, so why not try and be the best version of yourself? Then you can link it to physically. Why are you not the best physical version of yourself? Why not? Ask yourself these questions. Why are you not pushing yourself to read that book that you've always wanted to read? Why not? Why are you not watching that webinar? Or why are you not studying that extra topic that you wanted to do in whatever it may be, marketing, or I don't know, chemistry, anything. Why are you not doing it? Keep asking yourself those questions and keep pushing yourself, and recognize there is a dark side. As usual, we're going to end the quote. This one does have no author as well, but I think it sums it up very nicely. Don't stop until you're proud.